We need to continue our prayers. But we have another, I don't call it a series kasi baka lagyan ko lang ng sequel itong heaven na ito. But we'll talk about this, about heaven. Ito yung naituro ko na sa every Tuesday natin. At naging blessing po doon. So yung mga nandito po ng Tuesday, last time, magre-review tayo ng konti pero may dagdag. So, ang ating pong topic ngayon today is heaven, our future home. Wow, palakpakan niya natin ang Panginoon. Heaven, our future home. Ito po, si Barbara Walters po. Ayan, ayan po si Barbara, hindi pa Barbara Perez o yan, no? Barbara Walters. Ito po ay isang journalist na ABC News. Siya po ay nag-topic about heaven, where is it, and how do we get there. Ang ganda po, no? Ito pong topic na ito ay naisulat niya noong December 20, sinimulan niya itong research na ito, December 20, 2005, magpo 4 years ago na po. At ito po yung kanyang mga na-observe. 2 pages po, kaya abutin na tayo mga 2 o'clock. No? Sabi niya rito, nearly 9 out of 10 people in the US po, say they believe in heaven. According to a recent ABC News poll, yan daw po yan. But what exactly do people think of when they think of an afterlife, and what do they believe is required to get there? So, nagpatuloy si Barbara Walters, at ito sabi niya, from every culture has wrestled with the question of an afterlife, and most have come to a similar conclusion. The bad end up in hell, the good go to heaven. Sabi niya rito, sa research niya, if you were a Viking who died in battle, fierce goddess warriors known as the Valkyries. Ayun pala, may pelikulang Valkyries. It is a god na nagdadala ng mga sa afterlife. Valkyries would carry you to the Viking heaven. Yung daw mga Viking, may Viking heaven. Hindi yung Viking ha, hindi mga bikers ha. Viking yung pong mga Norsemen, no po? Malimito ito nandun sa Germany. Valhalla, where you would join an eternal feast. The Romans, sabi rito, the Romans thought they became immortal and were spirited off to paradise on a fierce 4-horse chariots. Kung napanood niyo po yung Gladiator, yun pong namamatay na siya at hallucinate siya, nakikita niya yung pamilya niya. Yun po ay Roman thinking ng afterlife, na marami pong mga dahon na gumaganon at andun yung asawa niya, iniintay na siya ron. So yun po yung belief ng mga Romans, lalo na ng panahon ng before Christ. So tuloy po natin. The early Christian Jews, we know that, na tayo naman po ay we believe really in heaven. So, si Barbara Walters, she talks to a priest, a Catholic archbishop, at ang sabi naman nito, the Catholics believe in the resurrection of the body. And sabi nung father, I'm looking forward to meeting my mom and dad and the rest of my family there. Isa naman Baptist sa kanyang tinanong. Sabi niya naman dito na he said he has had many visions of heaven over the years. He describes heaven as no tears, no mourning, no suffering. It's eternal joy and happiness because you are at one with God. Wow, maganda po yun. Nagtanong din po siya sa imam. Alam niyo po yung imam? Oh. Ito po ay ang mga pastor ng Muslim. Sabi niyo rito, the imam tells Walters he believes heaven is indeed a physical place, but getting there depends on your behavior in this life. The real life is the next life, and based upon how we live this life, it determines where we shall be in the next. Oh, maganda po. We are told we will be in comfortable homes, reclining on silk couches. Ayun po sabi sa kanya. Yun daw ang tinuturo sa kanila. So we're given the delight of sex. Ayun, may sex para ho doon. The delight of wine, the delight of food, with all their positive things without their negative aspects. So you can drink more. Magwa-wine ka na magwa-wine daw ho doon, hindi ka magkakaroon ng cancer sa lapay. Di po ba? Ano man yan, no? Sa atay pala. The promise of heaven plays a central role in the life of a pastor. Ito pa ho. Sabi niya, If you are not a born-again Christian, sabi ni pastor, born-again Christian, you have no assurance of going to heaven. But if you are born again in the belief that Jesus Christ is your personal Savior, you are assured a place in heaven. So he talked dito sa mga paring to. And then, pumunta po siya sa India. Hindi ko nababasahin kasi napakahaba. Buti nung tayo 2:00 talaga eh. Walters also traveled to India where she met with the Dalai Lama. Kilala niyo si Dalai Lama? Yun po yun, taga Nepal yun, pero siya ay na-outs doon. Sa Mongolia pala, siya po ay na-outs at siya po ay nandun sa India. Noong 2005. Considered by Buddhists to be the reincarnated Buddha. The Dalai Lama says that the purpose of life is to be happy and that you can accomplish that by warm-heartedness. He tells Walters, heaven is the best place to further develop the spiritual practice. For Buddhists, the final goal is not just to reach heaven, but to become Buddha. It's not the end. So sila po, they don't actually, hindi daw final destination yung heaven. It's just a place na magiging katulad ka ni Buddha. And patuloy pa ho. Walters talk about sa mga skeptics, mga hindi naniniwala sa Diyos. Ito sabi ni Walters. So sabi rito, he talked to somebody named Dr. Dean Hammer. He is a geneticist. Yung mga DNA po. Ito sabi niya. He thinks he has figured out why the faith comes easily to some, but eludes others. Whether a person is spiritual or not, is not necessarily a matter of their will. It may be something innate about their personality, sabi ni Hammer. Hammer tells Walters, Hammer suspects spiritual might but be a personality trait encoded in our genes. Sa genes naman sa DNA natin, meron daw siya nakita na tinatawag niyang God gene. Maganda po. Sa bawat DNA daw ng tao, sabi ni Hammer, meron daw po diyang isang part, meron daw tayong gene, na itong gene na ito na tinatawag na VMAT2, VMAT2. Ito daw yung nagbibigay sa atin awareness na merong life after death. May life after this life. Merong Diyos. Which is sinabi naman po ng Ecclesiastes 3:11, God put eternity in our hearts. Na, ako naniniwala na may DNA sa atin talaga na nilagay ang Diyos, na tinatawag nito ni Mr. Hammer na gene, ni Hammer, ito yung God gene, na lahat tayo magiging aware dito sa life na after death na ito, or we call heaven, or spirituality. Dito daw nakabase yung spirituality ng tao. Na, ito ay scientist. Hindi siya naniniwala sa Diyos. Pero bakit daw nakita? Sabi na rito, yung daw gene na yun ay talaga namang nag-uumigting pag nananalangin o nananampalataya yung isang naniniwala sa Diyos na yun. I-research nyo, lagay nyo sa Google ninyo, VMAT2. Lalabas yun yung catchy. Tinignan ko rin ito sa Wikipedia, nabasa ko rin ito. Isa pa ho dito sa akin nagbigay ng focus ay si Richard Gere. Asan ba si Richard Gere? Hanapin ko lang mo. Mukhang nawala siya. So, before that, meron pang isang atheist naman. Sabi dito na atheist, si Ellen Johnson, President of American Atheists, science or no science, heaven is a myth. Sabi naman ng atheist, hindi naniwala, no? Heaven doesn't exist, sabi nitong atheist na to. Hell doesn't exist. We weren't alive before we were born, and we're not going to exist after we live. After we die, sorry. I'm not happy about the fact that that's the end of life. But I can accept that and make my life more fulfilling now. Because this is the only chance I have, she tells Walters. Nawala ko pala yung kay Richard Gere. Si Richard Gere na masaya. Ayun, ito pala. Kay Richard Gere. Sabi dito, ayun. As a Buddhist, he believes in reincarnation and tells Walters that people can be second lives as animals. If someone does very bad, badly kill or steal, he could be born in an animal body. Kaya pala yung mga Buddhist po, and yung iba, lalo na yung mga Hindu, hindi po nakain ng, diba? Ng baboy. Kasi baka, huwag mong kainin. Kasi baka yan yung ninuno mo. Huwag mong tapakan yung ipis, baka, no? At doon yun daw yung mga nagiging animals na mas lower, yun po yung nakagawa ng mga pagkasalanan na matindi. Yun po, napag-aralan din namin yun sa philosophy na tinuro ni Professor Parungaw sa amin. Eto na ho. Sabi rito, Walters also talks to actor Richard Gere, a long-time follower